Hey everyone, Pastor Dave here. I wanted to share with you a quick update about Mass and about the use of Mass here at Zionsville United Methodist Church. This past month, our administrative council met, and in light of the availability of vaccines within our state, as well as declining COVID cases here in Boone County, we made the decision to target June 6th as the date when we would allow people to begin removing Mass in public worship within the church building. Now, we made that decision primarily looking at Boone County data, but it's been to some degree confirmed by recent updates from the CDC regarding the use of Mass, especially for those who are vaccinated. So we are sticking with a date of June 6th because we want to get all the way through the school year as a way of honoring the sacrifice that so many of our students, both in the children's learning program and the before-after school program, all the sacrifices that families have made to get through the school year. So we want to kind of get across that finish line. But then as we look towards the summer, between the lower COVID cases and also the relatively lower attendance we usually see in the summer, we thought this was the right time for us to make this step together. There is one caveat. The CDC continues to recommend that if you're singing in public, that you in an indoor gathering, that you wear a mask. So if you plan to join in singing in worship, just simply place your mask on while you're singing, and then you can feel free, if you desire, to remove it afterwards. I kind of recommend that you think about it like when you go into a restaurant. When you enter a restaurant, we all wear our masks as we walk in, but once we're seated and comfortable, we remove the mask so that we can enjoy the food and the conversation. And I would say in the same way, make sure bring a mask with you to worship. Wear it as you enter the building. Once you're seated, if, you can take it off, but continue to be mindful and respectful of those who are seated around you. And I encourage you to keep that mask handy so that if you're talking to someone and you can tell they're wearing a mask and they're uncomfortable, you're able to put it on as a sign of respect and love towards them. I'll be doing that as a pastor. When I'm not preaching in front of the congregation, I'll be wearing a mask, just because I want everyone to feel comfortable with our level of safety here at ZUMC. I recognize, all the same, this is a big step. And every step that we take, back into normal, always carries with it some level of anxiety. And some people feel that anxiety more acutely than others. And so if you're watching this and you are among those who are deeply uncomfortable being in a space where there are some people without Mass, I want to say I understand and I respect where you're coming from, and I hope that you'll continue to stay connected to us through live stream, on Sunday mornings, the way you're already doing, until such time as you do feel comfortable, like it's safe to return back to church. And for those of you who are beyond ready, who are so glad to get rid of this thing, I want to encourage you to be cautious and sensitive towards those around you, to be aware that there are those who are not nearly as ready as you are, and to be willing to continue to sacrifice, when you need to, personal comfort as a sign of gentleness, love, that we've come this far journeying together. I want us to continue to tend the bonds of unity. The Apostle Paul said, we've not been given a spirit of fear. So we don't have to allow fear to dominate our decisions or our mindset, but we have been given a spirit of love. And out of a spirit of love, we need to continue to be gentle, patient, to listen to one another and to respond to one another with grace and kindness whenever we can. Thank you for your continued worship and connection here to Zionsville United Methodist Church. And I pray for God to bless you and for God to continue to hold us together. Our administrative council will be meeting on May 24th, next Monday, in order to kind of review all the existing data and confirm that June 6th is the date. So if you have any information or concerns that you wish to send my way, please do so, and I promise I will pass it on to church leadership. Thanks, and God bless.